This topic. This is an interesting one. This is Victory Boyd, singer. She's claiming a lot of artists have been taking that are very popular, have been taking her music. I'm gonna play her clip here. She's gonna break it down.
Largest names in music, and here's the story of how come. In 2019, I moved to a cabin in the mountains of Cody, Wyoming on a whim to write music for Ye. I wrote probably 100 songs, and maybe 5 of them have seen the light of day. I gave my very best effort to every individual word, line, and cadence, sometimes spending hours crafting. No longer am writing songs for Ye, but rather I'm writing songs for Jesus. I even climbed to the top of this rock to my Lord Jesus. And once I did that, suddenly I had assurance that my work was not in vain. Party in heaven when we all make it to heaven. Ye wanted to immediately create more gospel music, which was 1 month after finishing and releasing the hit album Jesus is King, of which I wrote lyrics for several of the songs. Ye wanted to immediately create more gospel music, and so I got back to work. I happened to film myself recording a snippet of this version of Future Bounce.
Do you like the way it sounds? Hear the bass playing so loud. Faith in Jesus, I'm sold out. Miracles wash away. Hear the trumpet.
Stole. Was this later version, however, that I created that Travis Scott stole.
Tell me how you like the sounds. Do you like the way it sounds? I can see the future is looking like we level through the sky. I can't wait to live in glory of eternal paradise. Won't you wash my sins and right? Holy Ghost, sold out.
Into the word.
Light drops. Do you like the way it sounds?
I use the term stolen because this is how the dictionary defines the word. Suddenly, 4 years after creating it, I find a distorted version of my work in a song called Telekinesis. 3 times in this song, Travis Scott repeats the chorus that I wrote.
I can see your future. I can't wait to live in glory and eternal justice. Won't you?
And to the extent that Ye required of my participation in this song, my answer would have been no. I wrote this song for God, and to the extent that Ye was working for God, I was working for Ye. Travis, on the other hand, never had this intent, which you can see when you read the lyrics to Telekinesis. I never would have consented to being associated and to help make a hit song that spreads this message. So they had to steal my work if they wanted to use it because permission simply would not have been granted. Included in my lawsuit is also Swiss watch company Audemars Piguet, because while they did ask me for permission to use my work in their brand partnership with Travis Scott, I told them no. And in December of 2023, they published my work in collaboration with Travis Scott in a major commercial campaign anyway. A multi-million-dollar partnership. Again, let's go back to the definition of stealing. So now we have all these layers of violations against me from multi-billion-dollar institutions. I said it before and I'll say it again. The story of David and Goliath repeats itself.
All right, Dom. This is interesting.
My question is, here we
Paperwork.
go into the law.
Paperwork.
Did you sign a contract with Kanye West? That is like signing a deal. If you are with BMG, Warner Chappell Music, you have a writing publishing deal with that agency. So anything that you write that you could have potentially submitted to them, yada, 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 though you wrote those lyrics, that person owns your work. So in order for Travis to even come into contact with that, and she didn't ask,
he is on his stuff.
that is under Kanye's stuff. Now, I find the interesting part is, how did Audemars Piguet know to contact her to request permission? So that means somebody in the loop, in the mix, told them. This goes back to the whole thing, the slime you out photo.
Mm-hmm.
They asked, like she said, Halle Berry said that Drake asked her, and she said no. That image of Halle Berry is not owned by Halle Berry. That is owned by whomever.
It's Getty Images, I think.
Yeah, it's a Getty image photo. So if he ended up requesting to use or to pay to use that image, technically, though it is my likeness, it's my image, he paid Getty to use it. If he paid Getty, now I don't know, I know that she said no, then he can use it. So my question is to this young lady, and and I appreciate everything you're doing, because I love the Lord. He heard my cry and pitied every ground. If you signed a contract with Ye, and you saying you packed up and you lived there, I'm pretty sure you had some sort of paperwork. You had a writing deal with Kanye West.
Yes, she probably did.
Yes. So if you turned that into him, which I'm pretty sure you did, because it sounds good, and he didn't use it, like you said, you recorded all of this music. And I want this to be a lesson to anybody that's listening when it comes to your creativity, when it comes to your designs, your music, all of this stuff. And fashion is harder, is a little more complex. To copyright, patent, trademark stuff sometimes. But y'all gotta understand, when y'all go into these realms, y'all gotta understand the business behind it. And a lot of people don't know what the business is. And so again, I don't know. And I saw it right before I logged on, so I didn't have time to kind of look into the girl and look up what it was. Oh, I can make a call. I can make a call. We got a homeboy, somebody in St. Louis that works for Ye. I can maybe he'll tell me. Two people. See, and I'm like, hey, when you anything like, I'm understanding it from the side that we learned in law class, and so that will be contingent upon that.
So Victory Boyd is signed to Rock Nation.
The girl.
Yep.
What's her deal?
So she's got two lawsuits. She's got like one for the song Telekinesis. Oh, copying. They copied her song Like the Way It Sounds for the Utopia collaboration Telekinesis. Right.
Oh, yeah, she said she sued them too. Yeah, she's suing them too.
Yeah. So everybody's.
So the thing will be is what's gonna happen is they're gonna end up having to pay her out. Because even that snippet, that's still a big enough portion where they would have to compensate her for that. The lyrics haven't changed. I can see if you flipped it.
But my thing is, she wants the song just not to exist, period. Or they going to have to re-record. She said it's not about the money. She just don't want them to be able to use it.
They probably going to end up paying her out. They're going to have to pay her out. She can say,
what if she's sticking on her guns? Like, no, I want the song to exist because y'all did not give my
I get that, but that's just like, so Word Lines, right? And how the gay estate came in and sued Robin Thicke, Pharrell, Tip.
But they want to get a check. They was fine with getting a check.
Yeah, they was.
You don't want a check. What I'm saying, Dom.
Listen, so she can say it's not about the money, and that's cool. But that song, they probably, I don't see that song just being wiped off the internet and being wiped off of an album that's already out. That happened with Kehlani's album when the whole Meg shooting thing. she couldn't. She was like, I wanted to take it off. I couldn't take it off. Like, because she did a deluxe edition of her album. So when she did that redrop, she took Tory off the track, but she couldn't go back and take him off the old track. So it still exists. They just don't push it.
Right. Okay.
So you could probably, I could see maybe going in, and they probably could just like the whole thing that happened with the interpolation of Energy that used part of Khaleesi's song Milkshake.
Mm-hmm.
And Beyonce was like, okay, you want to make a fuss, think about
it. She didn't own it, but she didn't own. Didn't she end up not owning it?
She didn't own it. She didn't own it. It got credit where she would have got paid. She would have got paid.
Right.
Khaleesi didn't care.
Pharrell owned it, right?
Yes. But then that's a whole nother conversation about her wanting the rights to her music and he won't release them to her. Or you won't, I'm pretty sure if she wanted to buy them, for the right dollar amount, Pharrell would sell her that shit. But I don't know. Anyway. So they will probably have to go back and remix it and re-upload it or whatever. That could be an option if she say, I don't want the money, if she gonna really push for that. But bitch, you better take the fucking money and you better make them take it up. I don't know how that's gonna go. But like I said, it's gonna be interesting to see what under her contract. That means she has to also have, because he really don't be fucking with it. Rock Nation don't be fucking with him like that. So you can have a deal with Rock Nation and then also have a deal with somebody else.
That's true.
So she gonna have to reread her contract, because that's the interesting part. Like, where in your contract? Because she kind of said something. Well, I thought I was working for God, but ultimately,
this is when he was doing those Jesus album, when he did that.
But after that, she said, I'm out here making music for God, but I'm working for Ye. So that says a lot to me.
Yeah, because I mean, it's Ye is Ye.
Yeah. And at the end of the day go in. And so I just find it interesting. The whole thing is interesting. Like this is a good case. This is a good copyright.
No. This is a good legal case, right?
Yeah, this is a really good legal case. And we're gonna see how it plays out. Because like there are a lot of cases that there was another case with Coldplay. It was Coldplay's Viva La Vida. A guy sued them and said they stole his beat. And did that guy lose? Listen, y'all, this was media law. Let me see. Because there's a certain amount that has to match up, which is how Pharrell and them lost that case.
Oh, they did.
Yeah, they had to pay that estate.
So I know they had it too for the Marvin Gaye, but something else too.
No. That's what I was just saying.
Okay.
Because a certain amount of the notes and stuff matched up.
I think they damn near got like 100% of the publishing too.
Yep.
Something crazy. I know that.
So I'm like,
I do know that.
It was dismissed. So Coldplay, they was dismissed, so they didn't have to pay anything. Yep.
Like I said, I do know that they got a lot of people got involved. Like they basically got they own the song damn near now. I feel like the Marvin Gaye.
Yeah, they did. And you know what? That sucks because that blew. I'm gonna say that made that because he was able to cross over with that. And then next thing you know, that song is the downfall of your career, your merge, everything.
Yeah, like I mean, and I wonder, did they have to give them? Yeah, they probably had to give them back royalties too. And he might have to ask them. You know what? It might be I think the only thing he might have been able to finagle in is like, okay, y'all own rights, but I have to have the ability to be able to perform the song whenever I want to. Because
sometimes in blurred lines lawsuit comes up already. Okay, so look, The Bloodlines lawsuit was a copyright infringement case brought against Pharrell Williams and Robin Thicke by the estate of Marvin Gaye. The case centered on the 2013 song Bloodlines and Gaye's Gotta Give It Up. In 2015, a jury in Los Angeles found in favor of the Gaye estate, the jury awarded $7.4 million in damages, the largest amount ever awarded in a music copyright case. The district court reduced the award to 5.3 plus 50% of future publishing and songwriter revenue from Blurred Lines.
So this before we can break it down for the regular folks in the back. So they got 5.3 million just straight, and going forward 50% of all publishing on it.
Yeah. And then an appeals court, the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals, affirmed the verdict, and the appeal, the appeal was denied. And then in 2021, a judge ruled that Williams did not commit perjury. The case highlighted by the difficulty of the distinguishing between original work and work that is influenced by other works. This is the significance. And then the case also raised concerns that the verdict could negatively impact songwriting in general.
Oh, so that was why they split the baby at, saying 50%. Since we can't really tell, we just gonna split the baby at 50%. So I wonder why they made to get on. You know what? I wonder if the 5.3 was half of what they made already. Like if that song made 10 mil already, that was like 5.3 is halfway. So it made me 10.6 already.
Yeah.
Woo.
Because that was a big song. You remember, it was, oh my God. Listen, it was everywhere. And when I went for my walk and I listened to my old jam playlist, it came on and I was like, damn. Like literally, that's what I said. Damn, that's a lot of money.
A lot. Because whatchamacallit, but then Pharrell recouped with the Happy song right after that.
Oh yeah. Oh, that fucking album was really good.
that Pharrell album was?
The one with the Happy song on there. Now I don't know, he said he wasn't playing that, but it was so many other songs on that album. I was blasting that every morning on the way to work.
Hold on, the Happy album was good?
No, it wasn't. It was called something else.
Is it called Girl? It's called Girl.
Yeah, Girl. Oh, it's so good.
Okay.
And I don't like how y'all didn't let Lemon really be a thing, like featuring Rihanna.
So on this album?
No, it wasn't on the album. It was on like some project after that. But I only listened to the Lemon song.
Let me see. Lemon. Oh yeah, I got that album. That's on the Nerd album. I got that album. Yeah. No One Ever really dies. It's on the Nerd album.
Okay.
The Girl album was a Pharrell solo album.
Yeah, I like that one. But yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be interesting, and I'm intrigued by this. And this is crazy. And one day I'm gonna let my mom listen to these little hot takes
and see how they match up.
No, because she really just be wanting me to go to law school so bad, and I have no interest in going. I just like kind of knowing the ins and outs of stuff, because it's always nice to know where Aquarius is. We like to know everything.
Yep, and just.
Hey y'all, if y'all like what y'all see here on Everyone Needs an Aquarius, be sure to like, subscribe, and share our podcast with your friends, because we got all the tea. And if you want to check out more stuff from us, be sure to hit that button right there on the right side, so you can see other stuff, and again, share with everybody.